Hello. Wow, that was bad. Hello, I'm Little Cupcake here, and welcome to my channel. Today what we'll be doing is modifying Forge, modifying Minecraft with Forge rather, by making mods. First things first, you're going to want to either click on the link below the video or type in this. Oh, remember there's two, yeah, there's two K's in this, not one. And you'll want to go to the forums and modding with Forge 1.5.2. First things first, you're going to want to go to setting up shop, and this is all of the downloads that you may or may not want. You're definitely going to want to get the Forge source code, the either WinRAR or 7-zip, and Eclipse, and you might need this, but we'll get back to that in a second. First things first, the Forge page has them right here. The recommended is the one I would go for. You want to grab the source if you're planning on modding, and universal if you're planning on playing with it, with the mod. And so that's that. 7-zip, if you choose to use 7-zip, you'll probably want this one, but it doesn't really matter, or I guess it's going to be dependent on what your system's running, which you can check by going into Control Panel, Systems and Security, and then just clicking on System. That should open up what your system's running. And then right here, 64-bit operating system is what mine is. So I would grab the 60. I would try to grab a 64. So this one, probably. So that's that. Eclipse, you're going to want to grab Eclipse IDE for Java and DSL developers. If you're running a 64-bit system, I would grab that one. If you're running 32, that one right there. Now, I don't know why I opened that twice, but that's that. Some other things that'll be handy are GIMP, Audacity, and Tecna. GIMP will be handy for making your PNG files for icons and items, or icons for items and blocks. Audacity is only if you're going to be making sounds, custom sounds, and Tecna is going to be for making custom models. Now, on to the fun stuff. You downloaded the Forge source code. This is probably what it did after you went through AdFly and skipped and whatnot, skip stuff. So what you're going to want to do is open this with 7-zip or WinRAR, whichever you have, and I would just extract it. Go ahead and extract it straight to your desktop if you want, or you can extract it to another folder. Either way works. We're just going to do this right here like this, and you're going to want to open Forge and click on the install. This should take a little while. I'll probably come back when it's done. Righto, when it gets to here, then we can just hit any key, and we now have MCP installed in here. And what we need to do is open Eclipse. And hopefully it'll open the way I want it to. Nope, it's not going to. It's loading my workbench. That's okay. I'll just show you what you should see. Switching from a different version of Forge to a later, more recent one. So I'll probably, yeah. We'll just go and open up another one. Give me a new workbench. Alright, Desktop Forge MCP Eclipse. That's what you're going to want to click. Apparently, I am still set up for that one. But that's in here. That's what you're going to want to type is wherever you have your Forge folder, this one right here, and then you're going to want MCP and Eclipse. And you're just going to browse for that, and that's what you'll do. Apparently, I've already got this set up for that. Yeah, I don't think I need this open. You know what? While we have this open, what we're going to do is we're going to click on MCP. We're going to click on src and Minecraft, and we're going to want to add a folder into here. The folder you're going to want to add is the mods folder, right? And you'll just, what I do is I make a shortcut and I stick that right on my desktop because we'll be getting into here to add files into our thing. So we've got that, and inside our mods folder is where we're going to make our stuff. So we can just close this down. Full screen this. And what we'll do is, first things first, let's put this into Hierarchical View. That way when we open stuff it doesn't stay in a line, it'll like go hierarchical. You can use it linear, but or flat I think it's called, but I just don't like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our mods folder that we just put in there, which is located under Minecraft src, and you're going to want to make a new package. This new package is your mod. I would name it after your mod. I'm Little Cupcake is what I would probably put for mine, just because that's my name. But for the sake of this, we're just going to call it your mod. Okay, or the name of your mod, because it's your mods. Yeah. And then in that folder, we're going to want to have a new. We could put another package in it just to make a sub mod, but I don't want to do that. What I want to do instead is put in a new class, and this is what you want to do too. And this new class is going to be the same as your mod name. I would just go your mod name. Or your mod's name, or whichever. So we've got that. While that's doing that, we don't need this. Come on. And we don't really need that either. I'm just going to rearrange a little bit so we have more space. Now you should have this. Whatever your mod name is should be in here. What we need to do is add some stuff because our mod currently has nothing in it. First thing we need to do is make an at mod ID. No, at network mod. That'll come after. Is it ID? At mod ID? I think it's actually just at mod. We can check. Needs a body. Hold on. We can check in here. Go to forums. And setting up shop. I'm just going to try to stay a little bit consistent with this. I will probably be rewriting this so it fits better. Okay, it doesn't read this yet. We can change that. We'll just put in public your mod name. Give it some space above. It needs some braces. These are called braces, or some people call them curly brackets, but braces, also correct, is actually the name that it's given. And that's not what I was looking for though. I was looking for, it is at mod. Okay. And we're going to add at mod right here. And then mod ID is equal to a string. And this is what Forge is going to call your mod. So this can't be the same as anybody else's mod ID. But don't worry too much about that. Probably nobody else has your login name or whatever you're using for your mod's name. Or we'll just call this with your mod's ID. And we need a few more things in here. We need the name of the mod. And I think that might be lowercase. Yeah, it is lowercase. Pretty sure. And name is going to be equal to whatever the name of your mod is. So your mod's name. Sorry if I sound just a little bit shaky. It's like 20 degrees in my room. My coding room. Anyways, we want to put the version too. The version of the mod is equal to whatever it is. If you're doing a standard update format, it would be something like that. If you just are planning on doing multiple versions of it, we can just do version 1.0. I'm just going to go with 1.0. That's all. Because I'm simple. What can I say? And we'll worry about this in a second. I think... yeah. Oh, I think I know what I did wrong. No, I didn't. Okay, never mind. We'll get back to that. Anyways, you're going to want to add @network_mod. And this will have the stuff for whether or not or how your mod is accessed. So if you want it to be a client-side only mod, you would set client. Is it client? Client. Okay, client-side required. This one. Client-side required is going to equal true if you want this to be a client-side mod. And server-side required is true if it's going to have like world gen and whatnot. Required is equal to, just for the sake of ours, we're just going to set that to true too. Okie dokie. So now that is set up. This is supposed to be, a public class, I think. Right? Your mod name? Oh no, because we've already got a public class. So public, your mod name, that should be fine. I don't know if it's a spacing problem. One second, and I will get this. And I figured out what it is. The problem was I placed this in the wrong place, like a derp. I do that sometimes. That should be placed up here, outside of the public class. And now it's like, whoa, what? Huh? What are you doing? You'll see all of these little things like this. What you'll want to do is either, you should be able to hover over it and have it say import this, import that. You're probably going to want, for the most of these, you'll want to choose the Minecraft one. It'll be like net.minecraft.whatever. But for these two, you'll want the only one that's available. Another thing you can do is Control-Shift-O, and that'll import it too. Did the same thing. Client-side required. Did I misspell it? I think I did. Yep, I forgot the D. And that'll resolve that. Now you have this. You're going to want to set this up for initialization. So @init goes inside of it. An annotation for initialization is a public, I think it's a public void, but we'll see. And we'll just call it load. And we're gonna, what it needs is an FML initialization, there we are, event, and just an event. And is it a public void? We'll see in a second. And we can, import that. Probably needs a body for, there you go. So you can just Control-Shift-O. Every time that I'm clicking on the thing, you can just click Control-Shift-O. It's a good way to check, just Control-Shift-O, if your file has any errors in it. But for now, that's all. You've got a mod. Your mod has a name. Let's run this. Actually, you need to save all first. So now if we just run it, then our mod should show up in the mods button or GUI. that we see as soon as it loads up. So we just give us a moment to get set up, and it should be ready in like 5, 4, 3, 2, hopefully 1. Yep, just about. And you have your mod's name right here, your mod's name, the version, and if we had put another folder or another directory, what's it called, another package within it, then it would have one child mod, or that mod would have one child mod, and that one child mod would be your mod. Alright, so that's that. Not much in here, we only put in like 4 lines of code, but that'll have us set up for the next few tutorials, so thanks for watching, and good luck.